Sunrise over the Caribbean coast. Soft reggae music plays as the camera pans across Newlands, Cayman Islands, a peaceful community seemingly untouched by the darker undercurrents of crime. March 3rd, 2020. A tranquil morning in the Cayman Islands where the Caribbean breeze blows softly through the palms, but for one family this day was the start of a nightmare. Julian, a man deeply rooted in the Newlands community, disappeared without a trace. It wasn't long before his family, frantic and desperate, began searching for answers, but they were about to be plunged into a mystery with no easy solutions. Julian wasn't just another face in the crowd. He was a brother, a son, and a hard-working member of the community. His sudden disappearance shocked the island, leaving a sense of unease among the locals. The usually quiet town of Newlands buzzed with rumours as his family put out a public appeal, begging for information. In no time, the Cayman Islands media picked up the story, reported the disappearance, and social media was flooded with posts, all asking the same question: where is Julian? But days passed with no sign of him. No clues, no leads. Julian had seemingly vanished into thin air. Whispers began to circulate. Some said that Julian's disappearance was more than just a case of someone going missing. They whispered that he had been mixed up with the wrong crowd. He was rumoured to have ties to local drug rings and possibly even the cartel. In a place as beautiful as the Cayman Islands, crime runs deep beneath the surface, and Julian may have been caught up in its dangerous currents. Could Julian's disappearance have been linked to his rumoured involvement with the cartel? Money, drugs, power? Some believed that Julian owed someone something. Was this a simple debt collection gone wrong? Or had he gotten involved in something far more dangerous? For days there were no answers. Then, after several tense days, Julian reappeared, but not as he once was. He staggered into the police station, bruised, beaten, and almost unrecognisable. His face was swollen, his eyes black and blue, lips busted, and bruises covered his body. It was clear that something terrible had happened during those missing days. Though it was evident that he needed medical attention, Julian refused all treatment. His silence was deafening. What had happened to him during those lost days? Who had beaten him so badly, and why? These were questions no one could answer, not even Julian himself, as he remained tight-lipped. Rumours swirled even more after his return. Some believed that Julian had been kidnapped by the cartel as punishment for a drug deal gone wrong or a debt unpaid. Others speculated that he had struck a deal, trading his silence for his life. But what was clear was that Julian had come back different, and with secrets he was unwilling to share.
Julian knew something. You don't just walk away from a beating like that unless someone powerful has a hold on you. And in these parts, it's not hard to guess who that could be.
The locals whispered of the island's underworld, where the lines between the law and crime are often blurred. Could Julian have been caught up in a power play, a pawn in a larger game, or had he crossed the wrong people? But there's another side to Julian's story, a side that connects him to the notorious HMP Northward, the Cayman Islands' primary prison facility. Known for its severe overcrowding and brutal conditions, Northward has a reputation that stretches beyond the island's shores. It is believed that some of Julian's associates had served time there, and some speculated that Julian's silence might be linked to deals made behind bars, where criminals and corrupt officials often find common ground. To this day, no one knows exactly what happened to Julian during those mysterious days. Some claim it was about money, others say it was a drug deal that went wrong. But what is certain is that his disappearance and subsequent return left the island in shock. Was Julian a victim or an active player in this dangerous game? Only he knows the truth, and that truth remains locked away, possibly forever. As the sun sets on the tranquil beaches of the Cayman Islands, the questions remain. Who was Julian really? A simple man from Newlands, or a figure deeply entwined in the island's darker side? His silence leaves the door open for endless speculation, but for now, his story remains untold, one of the many mysteries hidden in the heart of paradise.